What's going on, y'all? It's me. Today we're going to be talking about why today, we have new age drug addicts, and it don't got nothing to do with drugs as far as in the literal sense, right? But the essence of a drug. What is a drug at its core, right? What does it do to you? What effects does it have on the consumer, right? So a lot of y'all think y'all are clean. You think that you're not a drug addict. You're not an addict in any capacity. But that's just simply not true. A lot of you all, the biggest addiction that you have are these devices that's in our hands, right? I'll give you an example. Think about a drug dealer, for example, right? The drug dealer, they have their customer, they have their consumer, right? Their customer is their consumer, right? They're consuming. They're consuming the product. The drug dealer never consumes the product. The customer is the one that's consuming the product, but they're not creating the product, right? Where do you think that aligns within modern society today, right? I'm doing it right now. Instead of me consuming content right now, I'm creating content. And this doesn't have to necessarily be that you're a content creator, but what does the content of your life look like? What does the content of your day to day look like? What do your habits look like, right? Do you wake up and the first thing you do is doom scroll on your phone mindlessly? Because that's going to destroy your day. I'll tell you that right now. That's not going to go well, and you might as well throw the whole day away unless you're an extremely strong person, right? Unless you're just able to, unless you have a lot of self mastery and you can really pull yourself out of that. But today, the biggest addiction are these smartphones, social media, short form content, right? Because what does a drug do? It destroys you. It destroys you from the inside out, right? Think about a lot of you all's lives. I mean, things weren't like this when I was growing up. You know, you can't even pay attention. You can't even focus. It's taking away your focus. Focus. Do you know how important focus is in life? To be able to focus on something and not be distracted? We're talking about your attention. And even in a physiological level, a biological level, when you get on when you get on social media and you see something, right? Even if it's short form, what does it do? Spikes your dopamine, right? It gives you that dopamine hit, just like that, right? And then you want some more, you want some more, you want some more, and it never ends. Next thing you know, you're hooked. There's nothing you can do, right? You're a customer, you're a consumer. You know, what are you giving? What are you creating, right? It could be going to the gym. It could be reading a book. It could be taking a walk. What does your life look like, right? A lot of y'all look like the mummy in the sarcophagus all day. It's like this, laid out, stretched out. It's no way to live, right? You want that instant gratification. You need that fix. You know, dopamine is the brain reward chemical. And most of y'all don't deserve no rewards. I'm serious. It gets real. And the more you consume, the harder it is to enjoy simple things Like just sitting with your thoughts, being present in the moment, right? You can't focus for long periods. It's never been easier in life because so many people are distracted. So I don't even complain about it because life gets easier for the people who are able to break free of that, right? So what's the solution? Because, we can talk about the problem all day, but what's the solution? Well, the solution is just like most things in life, right? First, you got to recognize that there's a problem and you got to accept that, right? That you got a problem. You got to make a change, right? And then you want to replace that consumption with creation. What are you creating within your world? What are you creating within your life, right? You want to rewire your brain to be able to focus again. A lot of people, you can't even watch a movie, you know, you can't even watch a slower paced movie or show. It's going to drive you crazy. Picking up the phone, right? So if you don't, the message, the overlying message of the video is that a lot of people are addicted today and they don't even know it. They don't, we're probably not going to know because a lot of times we don't know that there was a whole systemic problem until afterwards. And then people are looking back at what went wrong, right? Because we're in it, we don't recognize it necessarily, right? And the people who do recognize it are the people who are capitalizing on it. So they don't want it to become something that is publicized necessarily, right? They want to take advantage of it for as long as they can, right? But the closing message of this video is, if you don't take control of your attention, somebody else will. And don't let distraction steal your future, right? The strongest people in the world are the ones who can control their minds. Okay? You got to control your mind. You got to control your focus. You got to say, I'm going to focus on this and I'm not going to stop until I've seized it. I've taken it. And you're not going to be able to do that with a vice, right? You got to get rid of the vice. We all got some, right? It's sad because we didn't start with it, but over time we've picked them up. And when you start getting back to where you need to be, that's when you start letting things go. That's really half the battle, right? It's not even about what you add, it's what you take away. It's what you get rid of, as you get older. Because over time you've added things, and even when you were born, certain things were put into you, and you got to let certain things go. You got to get rid of certain baggage, certain restraints, certain chains that have been put on you, that you've been confined to. So take back your attention. Somebody else will. This is my second video. Let me know, you guys, something. Let me know in the comments what your biggest distraction is. And also, I want you guys to, give me things that you want me to talk about. You know, um, give me things and I'll drop the videos. But other than that, I'll say it now. Like, comment, subscribe if you like what I'm doing, if you want to see more. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.